G'day, folks. I've got no monitor, so I can't reference anything. I can't see anything on the screen. All I can look at is you, deep down into that lens, and talk to you. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? I don't know what I'm going to make for a video today. I've just got home from work after doing family stuff. And since all the gear's all set up, I thought I'd just do something random. Couldn't be bothered putting the Hang Loose Recluse shirt on, so I've got my Russian circle shirt. Yes, because I was the Aussie Putin. Russian circles. If you don't know what that is, maybe you might want to do some research. Thank you. Let's check it out. Now, actually, go look at the album Station. They're actually an instrumental band from America, but they call themselves Russian Circles. Absolutely great. Thank you. All right, we're going to try and make a video here, because some people said that they liked the format of the video, the production, should say. The more I record, the harder it is to edit. I haven't got anything that I want to talk about, because I haven't even been looking at social media. I've been busy doing what I do, and I will now scroll live on air to show you what we've got and see if I can read something out for you as I scroll and look to the side as if it's... What's this? Isn't it funny that weather modification is now being openly talked about on the BBC, when we've spent years being called tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists for suggesting it? So what crazy idea are they going to quietly admit next? Well, I did do a video on that just the other day, the stuff to do with the cloud seeding and all that stuff in Dubai, and the fact that BBC and the 9 News Network of Australia had been reporting on it. So yeah, it is actually out there. The mainstream media just keeps a little bit quiet on it. Even though they bring up reports on it, they don't really mention it when big weather events happen in certain places around the world that have been known to spend money and invest in weather modification systems. That's right. Do your research, folks, because it's actually hidden in plain sight on those very networks that try to keep quiet about it. Anyway, they won't ever talk about it and look at the detail behind the scenes or question it. They won't investigatively question it, these mainstream media journalists. They just take it as whatever. They don't question it. Anyway, you saw what happened in Dubai. Let's move on to the next story. We've already spoken about that on this show. What's this? There's a gold heist at Pearson International Airport? What happened? Something. I don't know much about it. What else have we got here? I'm trying to find stuff for you. This is just going to be a quick, boring video because I felt like doing something. This is actually a different camera than what I used in the last 3 videos. This should be a better camera, but the thing is I can't monitor this. It doesn't have a flip-up screen, so I can't monitor this one. It's just on, and I got to hope for the best, but I know that I'm centered. I've kind of worked it out. Anyway, what's this? Yeah. Crystal says you are making her uncomfortable. You need to be kind, girls. That's right. Not sure if you can see that. That's because of that screenshot just there. As you can see it on the screen. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's right. The lady in the ladies' room that used to go to the other room. Anyway, that's not going there. They can get some out or miss out. This cash-only country pub has dumped electronic payments. That's bloody good to hear, because they're keeping cash alive. Because when the system goes down without cash, you're not going to have any cash. You're not going to have anything to spend. How can you spend if the digital system goes down? That's why we need to keep digital money, you know what I'm saying, money alive. Thank you. Just having a quick scroll. Let's do it. What do we got here? Nothing's trying to scan, trying to find you something to talk about. Just dribbling shit for the sake of it. Thank you. Overdraft fee industry, $11 billion a year. Check cashing industry, $36 billion a year. Payday loan industry, $9 billion a year. Late fees, cash bail, ticket fees and fines. The list goes on. You do the math in that. There it is on your screen. You do the math on that one, folks. You do the math. Thank you. I think I need to screenshot some of these as I'm doing it in case I need to bring it up later in the actual video when I'm editing. I said I was going to make this quick, didn't I? What have I done? I haven't. Why? Because I'm a videographer just mucking around with this same lens on this camera. Now it's a manual focus because it's a Nikon lens on a Sony camera, but it's on my other Sony camera. So I can't really see what's going on. Anyway, just mucking around for the sake of it, and I put it out there because what is the Hang Loose Recluse show anyway, guys? What is the Hang Loose Recluse show? And again, it might look dark back here, but I've got the camera settings on manual. Massive bright light just there. It is so bright. That's why I squint. But it's a video light. It's a big, high-powered halogen. I can feel the heat from it right now. It's very hot. It's very close. It's actually literally a metre away. It's just behind the camera there. But I've got another couple of little lights lifting up the front to try and get some shadows out from under this hat, because I didn't have the lights on yesterday. I only had one light. I forgot about the bloody trying to get shadows up out of my forehead. Never mind. What's this? Oh no! It died suddenly worldwide here. Swiss marathon runner Adrian Lemon has passed away after a heart attack. Young, fit, healthy guy. Another died suddenly that the mainstream media is totally baffled about. The whole world's totally baffled about these things. But there is a certain denomination that these people have that are all dying of these heart attacks. Yes, wonder what that is. Can't say it here, because you know what happens. Say go. All right, now the Australian government, as you know, has come out. Now this is funny because it's true. All right, this is Mary Manuel. Sorry if I've got his name wrong to the people out there. Yeah, I don't always get stabbed, but when I do, I don't. That's bizarre. Very lucky guy, very lucky guy. Something was on his side that day, that's for sure. Very bizarre. All right, so what do we got next? Bank withdrawal access denied to thousands in Australia as customers forced to move 500 miles to get cash report. That was April 20, 2024. Apparently, bank withdrawal access was denied to thousands in Australia just on that day. Can't read that one out, so I'll move on to the next one. Huge win for nationalist... no, I can't talk about that one. Certain things you can't talk about on certain platforms because we are censored here in Australia. So, you know, got to be careful what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. Can't read that out, so I'm just stalling for time as I'm doing this shit. Yeah, well, let's just call it a night because I was hoping I was going to get some really good articles or something pop up that I can read for you. Actually, that reminds me, I've got to do something. What's this? Anthony Albanese was interviewed by the Communist Party of Australia newspaper in 1991. He's pictured in the paper here. Albanese was leader of the hard-left faction of New South Wales Labor in the 1980s. Praised comrades who struggled before us to put left-wing policies into action. And there's the Australian Prime Minister there, folks. That guy there on screen. That's him. That's Anthony Albanese. Back in the 80s. That's the guy who's suing bloody X or whatever the hell he's trying to do. You know what he's trying to do. He's just making the narrative in the mainstream media go berserk over X not removing some sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, why doesn't the government stop violent movies from hitting the screens? Why are we allowed to see blood and gore on a violent movie? Yeah, it's a movie, but yet the same thing happened in the 80s and 90s. A band that I used to listen to called Cannibal Corpse actually used to have albums, and all they did was have mutilated pictures of art and gory stuff. Australian government banned one of their albums. It had to be changed. Another one was a band called Pungent Stench with an album cover called Bean Court Buttering. They banned that. The album was banned in Australia, but I still got a copy of it. Now, that was the Australian government back in the early 90s, guys. You know, that's the censorship that we face. But anyway, Cannibal Corpse, they're just like horror music. They sing about wild stuff, but it doesn't mean it's true. It's just like a horror movie. Why aren't horror movies banned? Why is that, Albanese? Hey? You fucking moron. You fucking dickhead. You're a fucking moron. Anyway, I better not swear too much. People say they hate me swearing. No, they don't. I just think they do. I'll shut me fucking mouth then. Thank you. Healing is how you take your power back. Healing is your birthright. Healing is non-linear. Healing is a journey. Healing is offensive to a society that feeds its own health problems. Healing isn't easy. Heal always. Thank you. Can't be fuck bringing up screenshots on this one. This is just a test run to see how this goes. I don't want to read that one out. There's all sorts of fancy shit here that the Australian government would censor because they want us to censor. They don't want us seeing any of this knowledge, you know? I mean, even this. What's this? The knowledge and tradition of using herbs and blends used to be passed down generation to generation but has been lost along the way. But we believe it's time to return to the wisdom of our ancestors to reclaim health, vitality, and fertility. We believe that feeling and being your best is your birthright. Return to Mother Nature. But we're not allowed. It's only that's what's gone wrong with the world in recent years. We're only allowed if our government says it's okay. It's the only time. It's the full control they want, the pricks. Anyway, In the Hunger Games, there was a panel of people called the Game Makers. They sat in a control room and created obstacles for the contestants in the arena, including being able to control and alter the weather at the push of a button. The truth, once again, in our faces. That's right, that's what's going on. Thank you. Check out the Dubai incident. Let's not go there. We've already done a video on that. You want to see that? Go on Backtrack. We hope you like the Hang Loose Recluse show here. Not even sure if this is going to work out because I can't monitor. I might be talking shit for the sake of it, go get the video and it didn't work out. Or the audios, because I record audio separately. Now the audio sometimes fails me. And then I look at the, shit. I've just got a video and no audio, so I can't do anything. So I match it together and make a fucking video. And here it is, thank you. You know what's this? It's not a tax refund. It's the government returning some of your stolen property. That's exactly what that is. Anyway, I'm just going to have a quick little scroll here. No more. We've got to give up. We've been filming for too long. I have to go have a shower. It's late. It's actually, I've got my work watch on. It's 7:15 in the afternoon here on a Tuesday night. Tomorrow's Wednesday. The day after that is Anzac Day, 25th of April, which is Australia New Zealand Army Corps. So that's Anzac Day in reference to our history of war time, and that's a celebration of the memory of those soldiers that went to fight the war between two countries, Australia and New Zealand, the day that Australia and New Zealand unite. We're pretty much united anyway. We are the same country deep down. New Zealand's just a suburb of Australia. I know New Zealanders like to say that Australia is just a suburb of New Zealand. But anyway, let's beg to differ. Thank you. All right, what next? We're going to end the show. We're going to call it quits. I don't know what else to do. I do have to do a voiceover, actually. I will do it live here, live on air right now. I've got to find it. Let's go and do this bloody well voiceover, and I'm going to be done. All right? Let's do this. Here we go. Let's do it. I'm going to find it. I'm backing it up. I'm just stalling here. I'm just stalling. Trying to find it. Can't find it. Here it is. All right. And I'm going to just do it online. This is how I make the voiceover. Here we go. Rube's Aussie Flyer Magazine, April 2024 edition. Out now. Managed retreat. Private home ownership under imminent threat. Reckless unreliables. Interview with the conspiracy music guru. Flashback. Removing fluoride. EMF shields. Coral bleaching sunscreen. Local, world news, and much, much more. Formerly Rube's Flyer Magazine, still much maligned, often humorous, and always controversial. Still much maligned, often humorous. Still much maligned, often humorous, and always controversial. Aussie Flyer Magazine. What edition is it? Because Rube's Flyers has changed to Aussie Flyers now, so celebrating 2 years. Doesn't say the edition number, I guess because it's the first edition of Rube's Flyer. Aussie Flyers, I should say. I'll read out what Rube says on the actual printout on his page. Aussie Flyer Magazine, 18th edition. Formerly Rube's Flyer Magazine. 2nd anniversary issue, out soon. Will be out now, actually. Do it again. Aussie Flyer Magazine, 18th edition. Formerly Rube's Flyer Magazine. 2nd anniversary issue, out now. April 2024. Private home ownership under threat. Let's do that again. Private home ownership under threat. Managed retreat. Reckless unreliables. Interview with the conspiracy music guru. Flashback. Removing fluoride. EMF shielders. Coral bleaching sunscreen. Local, world news, and much, much more. Subscribe now to the still much maligned, often humorous, and always controversial Aussie Flyer Magazine. Aussie Flyer Magazine. 2nd year edition. Out now. Thank you. 2nd anniversary edition. Out now. That's right. Anyway, there it is. That was how I do a voiceover, but I was on the spot, and I'm on record. Anyway, this has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. Thank you.